right, we'll get started here in just a second. Get everything set up. What are all these notifications I'm getting? What's going on, Marissa? That was quick. Holy crap. I think I've been live for 4 seconds. Literally. All right, let's see. I'm just doing so much more in the morning, so it's so hard to go live before 7, which was my goal before. Now I'm not even live till 8. Making a lot more posts, doing a lot more updates, just making my life harder, but putting out more information, which is good. Where's my chat? Hold up. There it is. All right, everyone was quick today. Oh, I actually want to open WeatherWise and Radar Omega. Forgot about that. We can see what's going on with our. Let's move this like this. All right. Some nice rainfall down there through portions of Dixie Alley in the Southern Plains. And what's going on here on. All right. There we are. A little bit of a tornado threat down here as well. We can turn off the meters real quick. Let's do. Yeah, let's turn it off, please. No. We want to. Yeah, let's turn it off. Let's just go Africa then. Okay, there we go. We actually got some weather across the states today. I know you guys saw this when you woke up, or at least a lot of people did. The Euro is back on its big nor'easter for the mid-Atlantic vibes again today. What are the chances of seeing snow in Rhode Island over the next few weeks? Well, the European gives you a good chance. The European wants to put 2 feet into Rhode Island in like 12 days, but I don't know about that. We're going to talk about it. Or like 9 days. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the chances. We'll talk about the chances. We'll get started. Just want to let some people hop in here. Hop on in here, crew. Get on in here, and then we'll get started. Still looking at stuff. Oof. It fell off. Oof. Not too bad. Oh, man. What's going on, guys? Can we hear right? My voice sound okay? Is there quiet music in the background? I need to add like 20 songs to this playlist. I'm tired of hearing the same thing. Maybe I'll do it this weekend finally. How many day run is this? Well, this is our run from, there we go, 240 hours. This is our latest Euro run. Now, there's something interesting that we're going to talk about today, and that's our Graphcast model. Why are we going to talk about this today? Well, this is highly praised as the best short to medium range model in existence. It's new. It's only been around since 2023, and it's a product of DeepMind, Google DeepMind. It's Graphcast, and the claims are that it beats 90% of operational runs from our non-AI weather models, including the Euro, and in the troposphere, it beats them 99% of the time. And the troposphere is all we care about. It's where all the weather happens. So we'll call it 99% of the time. That doesn't mean that the Graphcast is always right, but it does have pretty remarkable
new information. This flash flood warning has been updated.
Flash flood warning, where is that? Menard, Texas. It does mean that this model right here that you're looking at showing a nor'easter in 9 days is a kind of, it does really well within 10 days. Really well for a weather model, though. And weather models don't do good 10 days out. So I'm not saying this is going to happen because the Graphcast says it does really well for a weather model. It's still trying to tell the future. But this is our best, the claims are and the studies are over the last 2 years, this is our best weather model that we have. So it's interesting, and you know, the more Winter's AI goes through, the better it's going to get. It learns. This model trains and is actually learning from the mistakes of the Euro. So we all know Euro is our best winter, cold air, snow model. This AI model has looked at all of the Euro runs since it was created, going all the way back, and said, here's what the Euro thought was going to happen. Here's what actually happened. So where did the Euro get it wrong? And I'm going to fix that in my programming. That's what the Graphcast did. So this is supposed to be 2 to 3 times better than the Euro. So I will say, you like that signal up there in the Northeast for a big 1 to 2 feet of snow in the Mid-Atlantic, coastal Mid-Atlantic, coastal New England, if you're looking for it. But again, it's good for a weather model. It's still a weather model. Do I think this exact scenario is going to play out? Unfortunately, no. Do I think it could play out, something like this? Maybe. When you have your European and your Graphcast seeing it, you always give it a chance. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? What did I miss? Okay. What do you think on the aggressive flips of the models? They always flip it so crazy. You know what models don't flip as much? The European AI and the Graphcast. The AI models don't flip as much. And that's because they learn from a lot of mistakes, like I said, of the non-AI operational runs. Look at the Euro AI this morning. The Euro AI has continued to show this region getting snow. Every run for like the last 6 days in a row. Whereas the GFS goes, snow here, snow here, snow here, snow here. Even the Euro's all over the place. Our AI models aren't all over the place. They change, but the changes aren't as drastic because they've been learning over the last 2 years from the mistakes of the operational runs. And if you look at the 00Z, notice you're not seeing these major changes. More or less snow, but the snow's still in the same regions. Look at the 00Z of our Euro AI. Good New England snow. Big snow here through the plains. And then portions of the upper Midwest. So, anyways, give me 1 second. I appreciate the follows. I got follows pretty early. Wow, look at that. 5 followers. Marissa Confused Blonde, Jasmine, what's up? I'm going to be right back. Pin message. Mods, you're awesome. I love you. I'm going to be right back. Give me 2 seconds. God, I don't want to go to work tonight. Give me 2 seconds, and then we're going to get started, and we're going to look at some crazy things. The Graphcast is being wild, and we love it. BRB. BRB. I'm back. I said be right back and I came back. I wouldn't lie to you guys. You can trust everything I say. You can trust everything I say. Huge nor'easter next week in the mid-Atlantic. Trust me. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't trust that one. Yeah, join the Discord. Feel free. Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Link in my YouTube description. By the way, I know some of you, the majority of you are on TikTok though. All right. It's definitely one way. Yeah, it is true. True. Yeah, sub and member comments pop out. All right, guys. Let me go over the next couple of weeks. Let me tell you what's coming, and then we're going to get into answering questions. Alrighty? Alrighty. I haven't worn my shades in a while. Where's my other ones? I don't like the way these fit me as much. Okay, guys. We're wearing the shades for this portion. The hater blockers. If you spam, I'm not answering you. All right. Here we go. Here's what the Euro thinks. Okay, congratulations. If the Euro's correct, congratulations to Milwaukee, Minneapolis, all the other little cities that are in the snow. Philadelphia, New York City, Boston, Rhode Island, Portland, Maine. Congratulations. Boone, congratulations. Congratulations. North Central, Lowland, Colorado. Congratulations. Nebraska. You know what I mean? Congratulations, guys, if the Euro's right. Will it be right? We'll see. GFS, we're just going to go through this all quickly, and then we'll get to questions. Oh, my God, Emmanuel, I didn't even see. $10 super chat. What the heck? Spam. That's the only type of spam I like, super chat. No, I appreciate you, Emmanuel. As always, man, you are way too generous. I appreciate you. All right. GFS 06Z. Again, so some nice signals here for you guys. We're going to get a winter storm here up soon. So where's it going to be? Some nice signals there from the 06Z. Although the OOZ, man, the OOZ, people got probably got really nervous last night, our snow lovers, when the 00Z of the GFS came out, and they're like, what is this snow desert out here? Really just up to the north, a little bit up here in the high elevations. But the GFS quickly said, no, we're going to put some more snow down there. Euro AI, I think we talked about this, but the Euro AI continues to show inner New England and then the plains, upper Midwest, portions of the northwestern Midwest. Continue to show it. The 06Z, or the 00Z from last night are better on our run, not off our run. Big blizzard right there. I actually want to see, we can't look at the future reflectivity on here, but I know what it would look like in my head if we can just get to a, not pressure. Let's do, no. All right, let's look at it like this. There's our jet. This would be the big storm right there. That would be the big storm right there on the 00Z European AI. There's our low pressure. This is probably deepening 980 to 970. We'll call it 990 to 980. I think it'd be like a 970 the way this trough is tilting, and that's what's putting snow in here. So I do like canned Spam. It's a great prep food as well. Oh, I have a bad history with Spam. It's like a thing up here too. They like sell Spam. I don't know. All right. Anyways, that's what's going on with that. And what does our Graphcast see? What is considered right now? The claims are this is our best, most accurate weather model for forecasting at least out in the troposphere for the next 10 days. Well, here's what the Graphcast thinks. Let's move forward in time. Let's just let it load. Let's go through here. So this would be around the 23rd. Okay, we're moving forward here. We're getting into the 24th. All right. We've got some rainfall moving in here, right? We're around the 25th now. Got some rain moving off there. Now here we go. Here comes the collapse of the cold air. So the Graphcast agrees, collapse of cold air. We got snow moving through here. 27th. Now we're getting into the day after Thanksgiving. We got some rainfall moving up the coast. We get into the 29th and the 30th of November. Boom! Major nor'easter for everyone. Guys, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying that's what the Graphcast is showing. And then right behind it, we've got this would be a big snow for the northern plains and potentially for the Midwest as well. So that's what the Graphcast sees. That'd be like December. It'll be coming in November 30th, December 1st. That's what the Graphcast sees. I know it looks sloppy, but it's because they've put a lot of time into the power of the engine and not the how the graphics look on it yet, because they're still training the model. But for anyone who doesn't know, blue, snow, good for most people. Green, rain, bad. Dark blue, red, mix or ice, extra bad. All right, screenshot this.
New information. This flash flood
Okay.
warning has been updated.
All right. Right. That's purple. I don't know. Maybe I'm color. Maybe it's the glasses. Let's take the glasses off. I feel like I'm already colorblind, and these make it worse. Anyways, now right before I get to questions, let's just move through our Euro over the next couple of weeks, see what it says. Of course, as we get towards the end of the run, it's going to be much less accurate. MSLP, P-type 6 hour inches thickness. That's where we're going to go right there. That's where it brings us. All right. Here we are. We've got just ugly zonal flow with above average temperatures really from coast to coast, except for you guys up here in the Northeast, and maybe a little bit below average down here because you got some storm systems, low pressure systems. Rain cooled air brings the temperature down. But yeah, this storm system is going to eject off through the southern plains today. We do have a severe weather threat. I'll quickly point that out to you because it is important. It's not nothing major, but we do have a little bit of a severe threat today. Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 2% tornado risk today, stretching up through central Texas. There's the Dallas-Fort Worth region, just to the east of Oklahoma City and southeast of Tulsa. You could still see a spin up in Tulsa or Oklahoma City. What do we have down there? What is that, San Antonio? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. San Antonio region, and then out through portions of far northwestern Louisiana, central to western Arkansas. Keep your eye on the sky today. And if we do look at our 4-panel, we're looking at hail chances, wind chances, strong to severe thunderstorms that could produce damaging winds, decent size hail, and a few tornadoes, as the weatherman would say it. All right. I'll get to questions in 1 second. So here we go. That's moving through there today, and then moving out to the east tomorrow. Maybe a little bit of a severe threat out here, although I don't know. We usually don't get any sort of tornado chance with the zonal flow, but maybe a little bit of wind and hail threat out there. Cold air, as we get into this weekend, Saturday starts to move into New England, and you get snow chances up in the mountains, and maybe even a little bit of low elevation snow chances because you got that cold air troughing out east. Then boom, another storm system ejecting into the southwest that's going to try to move and link up and move out through the northeast with the trough moving into the northwest here. This is our trigger for big pattern flip. Cold air for everyone, okay? Don't believe me? Fine. Fine. Then believe the Climate Prediction Center. There you go. You don't need to believe me. I'm just a guy who talks on TikTok and YouTube. All right, so that ejects off here. This is probably another severe chance down here in the southern plains, moving out through Dixie Alley. We're around the 25th of November. It's going to move off to the northeast. Zonal flow still here. Cold weather is beginning to dive in next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, not too far away. 5 days out. Here comes our pattern switch. Getting into, I'll get to questions. 2 more seconds. Let me just run through this. We're already more than halfway through it. Getting into the 25th, 26th, the day before Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, we are rainy. We're a mess out here the day before Thanksgiving, but cold air is diving in and we're getting snow in the Rockies. So if you're going Thanksgiving skiing, you might get a big blast of snow right before you get there. All right, and then there we go. Thanksgiving Day, we are frigid. We're getting back down to averages and below averages in this whole region here, which is pretty cool for the end of November, early December, but especially up in the northern areas, we're getting cold. Day after Thanksgiving. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? Potential nor'easter. We'll see. 220 hours out. More believable than it was past 300 hours out. But yeah, so if this is true, you guys are under 1 to 2 feet of snow from Philadelphia, probably maybe even from Baltimore, but from Philadelphia all the way up the coast, including New York. Maybe 25 inches of snow for Boston. Is it going to be true? We'll see. You can't buy it this far out. You just can't. You just can't. But cold air sinks in. More cold air. This is extremely cold air. And we got another storm system, moisture linking up with our polar jet, bringing tons of snow, just like the Graphcast sees. Tons of snow to the northern plains, upper Midwest, and then potentially back out towards the Northeast. And then boom, another storm right behind it for the plains. Oh, is that 3 winter storms in a row? The pattern looks active. The Southeast is going to see a ton of rain as well. All right. Now, this being said, and I'm about to get to questions. Okay, yeah, the last thing I wanted to show you was just the temperature anomalies just at the end of this run here. So you guys can see how far away we could be from averages. Here's Thanksgiving, right? We're warm, 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 warm. I don't have to show you before this. It's all red. Thanksgiving, here comes the push. Here comes our polar jet collapse. The day after Thanksgiving, the 29th, the 30th. Holy crap, we're getting freezing out here. We're talking about anywhere between 5 to 25 degrees below average. Blues, cold. Green's colder. Purple's coldest. Getting into December 1st, December 2nd, December 3rd. Again, this is when we see just really the majority of the country getting very cold. And the Southeast is continuing to bake. They're just baking nonstop after Thanksgiving. They enjoyed baking so much on Thanksgiving, they continue to bake. So, that's what's going on. Now I'm going to get to questions. What do we think? 2 jerks, I appreciate you. Oh, man. Let's say plus out Jasmine. Crazy, I was hoping for some snow, but maybe January. I want snow in small soda. Wait, what? Oh, in mini soda? I just bought a big fluffy jacket for the snow. We'll get some. Connecticut is cursed. I would love to see it, but I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll see. It's a good signal, at least. So you're saying there's a chance. 100%. It's happened before. It'll happen again. Will it be this time? We'll see. So snow in Raleigh, North Carolina? It's a possibility. I mean, it's pretty aggressive. Hello, Matthew. What's going on? Do I have anyone here in the Southern Plains, too? You know what? It's much easier for me just to do this. I'll just read off my X post from this morning. Okay? So I don't have to think. A tornado threat is on the table for today with supportive severe weather parameters in place. If you're in the risk area, make sure to have multiple ways to receive alerts. There's the risk area. Are you in it? Keep weather alerts on today, guys. Reflectivity's not looking bad. Some supercell chances in there. You see the sharp line right here with our surface cape. You see the bubbling. That's a sign. Bubbling, bubbling, bubbling. We don't like that. That's a sign of some spin-ups potentially trying to happen. And then the shear's there. Nice little jet streak down here at the 850 millibar level. Not too bad up here as well. And then, yeah, so it's there. It's there. Oh, by the way, excessive rainfall today. Matt, what are you thinking? Excessive rainfall today, guys. Southern Plains up through portions of the Dixie Alley. And we could see a ton of rainfall through portions of central and northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, and eastern Oklahoma. And then especially down here around San Antonio and out to the northwest of San Antonio, the north and west, with a moderate on the table. Okay. Oh, there it is. Matt, let me know if you're still in the chat because I want to talk to you about this. All right. Percent chance of getting that nor'easter. I'm giving you a high chance. 15%. Not 50. 15%. Why? Because the Graphcast, again, is considered our best current weather model through 10 days in the troposphere, and it's best by a good margin. And that and the European completely agree at the 00Z. So I'm moving my percentage up from 5 to 15. He left me. Let me give him a call. Come on, Miso Matt. Oh, he's in the shower. True. My parents are in Plano. In the hotel, flooded already last night alone. Yeah, that's not too good. We have more rain on the way. I moved it to 15%. The only reason it's not higher is also because it's 9 days. If we saw this look with this, the Graphcast and the Euro agreeing, say 5 days out, I'd have that percentage at like 30 to 40%. But it's because it's 9 days or 8 to 9 days. I'm not going to put it higher than that. You can't, you know what I mean? If we saw this 4 days out, I'd be just under 50%, 30 to 40% if we saw that. But yeah, you can never give anything too high a percentage chance out this far. When are we supposed to get more snow in Chicago? Well, you know, we've got models showing snow in Chicago, especially the European AI, and I think the Graphcast likes a little snow into Chicago as well in the next 7 to 10 days. But nothing's concrete within forecasting range yet, because the next 5 to 6 days are still going to be pretty warm, and then we have our big pattern shift. I've been talking about it in all my lives, but we're not really going to know these winter storm tracks until at least this Saturday to Sunday. We'll start to have models probably come into an agreement. Once you get under 200 hours out, once you get closer to 150 hours out, the models start to usually come into an agreement, and we'll say, okay, upper Midwest, central to northern plains, Ohio Valley, mid-Atlantic. We'll start to have a better read on it. We know the cold air is coming. Cold air is easier to predict. Large-scale weather patterns, weather systems are easier to predict. So all the models have agreed on this push of cold air forever. When will Jersey start seeing snow? Hey, look, your two best weather models both see Jersey getting a lot of snow in 8 days, a ton of snow, a foot, but it's 8 to 9 days out. So it's not concrete. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. If that was 3 to 4 days out, I'd have much higher confidence for New Jersey. So I have to wait. Let's wait until Sunday, and I'll tell you what New Jersey is going to see, because I can't tell the future, and I know these models are going to change up. The consistency in the Euro AI and Graphcast has been pretty good, though. The consistency has been there, which is good for you guys. All right. Well, not in the Euro, in the Graphcast though, and the Euro AI is kind of like the Mid-Atlantic storm as well. Give me 1 second, guys. One second, I'm gonna answer more questions. Just looking at something. Okay. All right. Upstate New York. Upstate New York looks pretty good regardless of what happens with our, quote unquote potential nor'easter. There's lots of troughing that's going to continuously move up into that region. We were showing this earlier. Let's go back to our Euro. This pattern really favors the Northeast. You continue to see this dive of cold air into the Northeast. There it is. Here it comes moving forward this Saturday into Sunday. And then here's some more cold air right behind that. Let's go into 00Z. And then here's some more cold air right behind that and some more chances out here for snow. And then you got another chance out here for snow. And then you got another chance out there for snow. I mean, then you got another one. I mean, the Euro has 5 different chances in the next 14 days for a snowstorm in upstate New York. So the odds are you get one of them. Maybe you get a few of them. How much snow for this nor'easter roughly? Okay, I'm going to show you guys, and I hate people are going to jump in here as soon as I'm showing this and think I'm fear-mongering or lying or hyping something that's not going to happen. I'm going to show you guys what the Euro sees for New England. I'm going to show you guys what the Euro sees for New England, snow-wise, but take it with the largest grain of salt you've ever seen in your life. And if you've never seen a really large grain of salt, just imagine it, the size of an elephant. Because the odds that this is exactly what we see aren't very, very high. But this is what the Euro sees right now. All right. I need a... what's going on, Alex? I need a sign I put up when I show stuff like this that says, like... Can't trust. But yeah, you're going to see these probably on post today. It's talking about almost a foot of snow for Philly. It's talking about... 6 to 12 inches or something for New York City. It's talking about 25 inches for Boston. This is like, it's going crazy here, guys. We're talking about a foot and a half, and then we're talking about 2 feet, and then we're talking about, it's going absolutely bonkers. Okay, but again, let's not throw any money down on that scenario quite yet. Yeah, thanks, Marissa. Could it happen? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But I don't. But again, the Graphcast and Euro agreeing, some sort of scenario like that could happen. Listen, it's never bad for it to show. It's never bad for it to show, something like that happening. I mean, there's a reason we look at our models, right? Let me explain what is so difficult about a nor'easter. I expect we're going to get 1 or 2 nor'easters this year, by the way. I've said that. Here's what's difficult about a nor'easter. This model's looking 230 hours out into the future. If this low pressure right here, it's pretty low, 986. How much does this have? It deepening, actually. 982, 975. That's so nice. Anyways, if this low pressure decides it wants to shift 50 miles to the east, you can take all this snow and put it offshore. Nothing falls here, okay? If this low pressure wants to shift 25 to 30 miles inland, guess what? All of this along the coast is rain. Then you're in the warm phase. Cold air behind, warm air in front. So what you're banking on right now is 230 hours out. The European knows that this low pressure is going to be here and not here or not here. It's going to be right there. What do you guys think? Is it right? The Graphcast thinks it is. That's what you got going for you here. The Graphcast is pretty good. But let me actually show you the possible scenarios here as well. And we'll get back to other locations. Look at our European ensemble. And let's look at this. Let's do multi-parameter. Let's do this. That's not what I want to see. Let's do... Okay. Okay, this is what we want to see. So here is... Let's just go to US so you guys can see this better. Here's our different runs of the Euro model at the same exact time. Okay? Is this our 975? Okay. We have 2 runs of the Euro that see the low pressure giving us a nor'easter. Look at where our other low pressure... There's one right here that's developing, and there's one right here. So in our ensembles, they're split. 2 of them say, hey, nor'easter potential. 2 of them say, this is going to move up the coast or move up here, and this is going to be all rain, and it's still going to be warm. These are your other 2 outcomes on the Euro ensemble currently. The low pressure is way out here. It's not out here. Those are your other 2 outcomes. There are more outcomes, but again, all those other outcomes don't produce a nor'easter. But you like the ones near the coast. So. You do like the ones near the coast. And then you got your Euro AI. What's our Euro AI ensemble looking like? There's our 060 and there's our 00Z Euro ensemble. Giving you guys a chance. Any snow for St. Louis soon? The European AI gives you a chance for snow in St. Louis. So there's a signal there. I think it's going to miss to the north. I think we're probably going to wait more towards mid-December for St. Louis, but you do have a chance here in early December. We'll have to see if the troughing needs to be amplified enough. It really needs to push that cold air far enough south. Gemini, Kathy, I appreciate you guys, and it's about the timing too. I mean, St. Louis will get cold enough in the beginning of December for snow, but it's about the timing with the moisture too. What's rain in Austin look like in the next few days, in the next week? Well, let's take a look at this. There's our moisture right now moving through, by the way, down here. A little bit of a severe threat in here, so watch out today. Went over that a little bit earlier. Let's take a look at our outlooks. Multi-day. Let's go, actually multi-day, yeah. Let's take a look at the next 5 days. What were we asking for where? Austin? Yeah, I mean, it's expecting a decent amount of rainfall over the next 5 days. 7 days? Yep. A lot of this, though, I think, yeah, within the next 5 days. This is your big rainfall expectations over the next 5 days. Right in here, guys. Decent amount out here to the west because these are pretty high totals for the desert. And then you got good amount up here in the Pacific Northwest, obviously. High elevation snow, low elevation rain. Although there's a chance you get a little bit of low elevation snow into Seattle with the troughing that happens around Thanksgiving. We'll have to see. Let's go back here. Will it snow in Virginia? You'll have a chance here in December. You're gonna get the cold air is gonna be there. You just need the timing of the moisture. You'll get well below freezing in December, early December likely. I'm going to send you a neon glow sign that says a grain of salt. I know. Me and my mods were talking about that before. That is something I need. Lane, I appreciate you. Gemini. Will Philly see snow this year? I expect it. I expect Philly hits their average or above average because I expect a nor'easter this year. 1 or 2. We'll see. It's a pretty good setup for good opportunity. I wouldn't expect a ton of snow. I wouldn't expect frequent snow in Philly in the mid-Atlantic, but I think you're going to have the opportunity for a big snowstorm, if not 2. Cincy's in a good spot this year. The expectation from NOAA and me, but NOAA is above average precipitation for Cincy and below average temperatures through the winter. Piedmont, North Carolina, after Thanksgiving, snow. It's possible. Again, cold air is going to very, very below average air is going to be in place down there in North Carolina, likely. At least Western North Carolina. Eastern might struggle. Western North Carolina after Thanksgiving, so you just need some moisture to link up with that stuff. Any snow for Indiana? Well, again, we can run through what the expectations are with our latest updates, but you don't really know until we're a little bit closer. The Euro doesn't love it. The latest GFS puts a little bit into northern Indiana. Canadian, not much. Still a little bit into northern Indiana. And then our European AI does like the opportunity for snow into Indiana on the 06E and the 06E, the latest run. So you got an opportunity here, not too far out. We'll have to see if it verifies. Thanks for what you do, boss. I'll be tuning in more. Got to track the snow for the slopes in Vermont this season. I'll be back 100%. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Vermont's going to have some pretty good snow early in the season. I can tell you that. What about Boston? Well, listen. The Graphcast and latest Euro run give Boston a chance for a monstrous snowstorm in about 9 days. Will it happen? I can't tell you. I can't tell you yet. We need to get a little bit closer. They're calling for 2 feet of snow in Boston in 9 days. The odds of that happening aren't super high because, again, it's outside of a solid forecasting range. But if you're asking me if there's a chance for some good snow ahead, you've got a chance here on the models. It's not a bad place to be with the updates we've been getting. Kayla, I appreciate you. North Missouri isn't looking too bad either. Our AI models like northern Missouri, and then central to northern Indiana. They kind of like that region. They do. North Georgia getting snow. Might have a chance here with a strong negative NAO setting up right before Christmas. Believe it or not. Maybe even white Christmas chance in Atlanta. I don't know. But stronger NAO is showing on the European weeklies right before Christmas. And if we can get cold enough air, you want a negative NAO for the possibility of snow in the southeast. So we'll see. Too far out to tell. No snow for Kentucky. Well, again, all the models see different things. Let's look at our national blend. Here's our national blend. If you're even in the gray, then this is all of our models combined. If you're even in the gray, you got a chance for snow. Our national blend is going to show a lot less snow than what could actually happen because it has to account for runs that show no snow in some areas. So, again, our national blend really likes inner New England. You got some pretty dark grays out through this region. Really likes snow out in that area. The Rockies, of course, but it's the Rockies. What are you gonna do? Likes some decent chances out here through portions of Ohio and I was talking about Illinois earlier. I don't know why I was talking about Illinois when I was trying to talk about Indiana. I'm sorry, guys, but it's the same thing. It's northern Illinois that most models like the chance for. I just looked and I was like, yeah, why am I swapping Illinois and Indiana? White Christmas in Ohio. It's possible. Again, we model see a negative NAO setting up, which means blocking out to the east, and our Arctic Oscillation diving down again, which means cold air in a winter track if that confirms out in the east. So you like to see that if you want a chance for a White Christmas. Still a good trend for you guys. Guys, I gotta get to work. I got a long day today. I post videos every single morning, and I live stream every single morning. I'm gonna try to make my live streams longer, hour and a half. I gotta get up earlier. I'm already getting up at 4:30 in the morning to get everything done. But that's what's going on. On the weekends, I like to stream a little bit if I can in the afternoon and evening as well. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate you guys being in here, having a conversation, helping the algorithm. Appreciate the gifts. You guys are awesome. And everyone have a fantastic day. One more day till Friday. It's almost Friday. Mods, you're awesome. Guys, some pretty exciting stuff here. I'll continue to update my X and Discord throughout the day with what I see. But some pretty exciting stuff here. Cold air's coming. Snow's coming. Big pattern shift here right around Thanksgiving, moving into early December. Gives a lot of people chances for snow. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Again, if you're in the Southern Plains today, keep your eye on the sky. Keep weather alerts on, please, because we do have that severe threat down here, including the chance for tornadoes and flash flooding out in this region down here. Everyone have a fantastic day. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Kayla.